Some people call orangutans the thinkers of the jungle because they spend so much time sitting around in trees thinking. But there's more to it than that. Orangutans are like the wise old men of the forest, not just because they are constantly pondering the mysteries of the universe, but also because they have an uncanny ability to solve problems with limited information. In the animal kingdom, intelligence is usually directly related to brain size. The bigger the brain, the smarter the species. But not only does the orangutan have a relatively big brain for its body size, it also has an exceptionally large prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and complex social interactions. This makes them one of the most intelligent species in the animal kingdom, right up there with chimpanzees and dolphins. But what makes orangutans truly special is their ability to think outside the box. They're capable of using tools in novel ways to solve problems they've never encountered before. For example, in 2017, a group of researchers from the University of Queensland, Australia, conducted an experiment with a group of orangutans in a zoo. They found that the apes could stack boxes on top of each other to reach food, even though they had never seen this particular type of puzzle before. And they figured out how to do it in a way that was much more efficient than the scientists expected. The apes used their hands to push the boxes into place instead of simply stacking them on top of each other, like we might think they would do. This shows that orangutans are not only smart, but they're also capable of abstract thoughts and problem solving, which is pretty impressive. In another study published in the journal Scientific Reports, orangutans were presented with a series of puzzles that require them to use objects in unconventional ways to obtain a reward. For example, they had to figure out how to use a stick to extract a piece of food, or use a rope to lift a platform to reach a banana. Orangutans were able to figure out how to solve these puzzles, even though they had never seen them before. They demonstrated an understanding of cause and effect and were able to transfer their knowledge from one situation to another. This kind of intelligence is rare in the animal world. Only a handful of species are known to have this ability, including chimpanzees, African gray parrots, and yes, humans. Scientists believe that this kind of intelligence may be the key to understanding how humans evolved from our ape-like ancestors. By studying the brains of great apes, like orangutans, we can learn more about the evolution of human intelligence and behavior. But unfortunately, orangutans are currently threatened by habitat loss due to deforestation and the illegal pet trade. So if you want to help ensure that future generations get a chance to ponder the mysteries of the universe, you should consider donating to an organization that helps protect them. Researchers are still trying to figure out exactly why orangutans are so smart. One theory is that because they live in such vast, complex habitats, they need to be smart in order to survive. Another theory is that their intelligence is related to their social behavior. Orangutans are generally solitary creatures, but they do come together to mate. And in areas where there are lots of trees, they have to be careful not to fall into another orangutan's territory. To avoid conflict, they communicate using a variety of calls, gestures, and visual displays. Some of these behaviors are also observed in other great apes, such as chimpanzees and bonobos, who live in much larger groups and have more complex social structure. These apes have to be smart in order to navigate their social world and keep track of who else related to whom and who else an enemy. So why do orangutans spend so much time sitting around in trees? It could be that they're rethinking about their next move or planning for the future. Or maybe they just date. We don't know for sure. But what we do know is that their intelligence and adaptability are essential to their survival and the health of the ecosystem they live in. Orangutans are often called the philosophers of the forest or the wise men of the trees. And although we may never fully understand their thoughts and feelings, we can appreciate their intelligence and beauty and work to protect them for generations to come. Now you know. Hit the like button to learn more amazing animal facts every day.